We at Republic are watching the developments very, very closely of what's going on, not just in Afghanistan, but outside Afghanistan. Afghanistan's neighbors, Afghanistan's ambassadors, we've been speaking to them to get a sense of how ambassadors and Afghanistan's neighbors are reacting. And joining us on this broadcast is Ambassador Mohammad Zahir Akbar. And Mohammad Zahir Akbar is very, very important. He's the Afghanistan ambassador to Tajikistan. First of all, Ambassador Mohammad Zahir Akbar, good morning to you.
Good morning to you as well.
Okay. Ambassador, I'd like to get your because you're in Dushanbe, you're in Tajikistan. What is the stand of Tajikistan? Where does Tajikistan stand? What is the sense that you're getting, your embassy is getting there on Tajikistan's stand on what's happening within Afghanistan? Can they do more?
ما تاجیکستان هستیم. موقف تاجیکستان چی هست در حالت کنونی افغانستان و اینا بسیارتر کردن میتوانند به افغانستان آیا نه؟
خب من تشکر میکنم از شما و از تلویزیونتان که قضایای افغانستان را دنبال میکنین.
I want to thank you and your TV network for pursuing the issues and situation in Afghanistan.
افغانستان کشوری هست که همسایه‌های متعددی داره.
Afghanistan is a country that has a large variety of neighbors.
بعضی کشورها نقش مثبت بازی میکنن، بعضی کشورها نقش منفی بازی میکنن، ولی همه این برخوردها ثبت تاریخ میشه.
Some neighbors play a positive role and some neighbors play a negative role, and all of these will be recorded in history.
خوشحال هستیم که تاجیکستان کشور همزبان ما، کشور همدین ما و کشور همفرهنگ ما که در 1360 کیلومتر فاصله ما با تاجیکستان همسرحد هستیم، یکی از کشورهایی است که بدون مرض و غرض با افغانستان همکاری میکنه.
Tajikistan is a country that shares the same language of Afghanistan, same culture, same creed, and the 1,360 kilometer border that we share. Tajikistan has been the only neighbor of Afghanistan that does everything for Afghanistan without interfering in Afghanistan's issues and or asking for anything in return.
همکاری به این معنی نیست که برای افغانستان اسلحه بفرسته، برای افغانستان پول بده، افغانستان را در برابر کس بجنگانه، بلکه واقعیت‌ها را رئیس جمهورش به مردم دنیا از تریبون‌های مختلف بازگو میکنه. این خودش یک حمایت انسانی هست.
Support doesn't necessarily mean that they support us with weapons or ammunitions. But the president of Tajikistan has made his stance very clear in international podiums on the real truth and the situations that are ongoing in Afghanistan.
و خوشحال هستیم که رئیس جمهور تاجیکستان یگانه رهبر است که در مرحله اول جنایات طالب‌ها را، جنایات القاعده را، جنایات تروریسم به شکل واضحش برای دنیا تشریح میکنه.
And we are very delighted that the leader of Tajikistan is the first leader that to speak the truth and the facts about the crimes that the Taliban are committing.
و این تروریسم تنها تهدید برای افغانستان و برای تاجیکستان نیست، بلکه این تروریست‌ها تهدید برای منطقه و جهان هستند.
These terrorists aren't only a threat for Afghanistan, but they are a threat for the region and for the international community.
و ما از برخورد انسانی دولت تاجیکستان قدردانی میکنیم.
And we are grateful for the attitude and the respect and that the government of Tajikistan has shown us.
Now, Ambassador, let me ask you straightforward. And I heard what Tajikistan and the leader in Tajikistan has said on stage. Is Tajikistan willing to help the people of Afghanistan who are fighting for their rights? What about the resistance front? Should Tajikistan help?
کمک برای افغانستان تنها وظیفه تاجیکستان نیست.
Help to Afghanistan isn't only the responsibility of Tajikistan.
42 کشور دنیا در افغانستان به خاطر نابودی تروریسم آمده بود.
42 countries from around the world came to get rid of terrorism.
و ایالات متحده آمریکا در رأس این قرار داشت.
And the United States was the forefront of it.
تروریست‌های بین‌المللی هنوزم شامل لیست سیاه ملل متحد هستند.
These terrorists are still a part of the blacklist of the international community.
این تروریست هم مردمان شریف هندستان را تهدید میکنه، هم امریکا را تهدید میکنه، هم پاکستان را مردمش تهدید میکنه. فکر میکنم وظیفه جامعه بین المللی است که در برابر ازی ایستاده شود.
These terrorists are a threat for the respected people of India, to the United States, and to the people of Pakistan, and to the rest of the international community.
Okay, my next question to you, Ambassador, and I've been waiting to ask you this question. What is the information that you have that you would like to share? Because a lot of people in India want to know where Amrullah Saleh is he safe? They want to know where Ahmad Masood is. And they want to know whether both of them who are fighting for the rights of the Afghan people, not just for Panjshir, but for the Afghan people, they want to know whether they are safe. And where are they?
یگانه سیاستمدار و رهبری که در نظام گذشته کار میکرد و مطرح بود فعلا در جبهه در برابر تروریست‌ها ایستاده است امرالله صالح است.
The only figure from the former government from the former cabinet members that has always fought and stood up in Afghanistan is President Amrullah Saleh, who is residing in Panjshir.
امرالله صالح مطابق با ماده 60 و 67 قانون حساسی افغانستان امروز جانشین رئیس جمهور در افغانستان است.
In accordance to the Constitution of Afghanistan, Articles 60 and 67, President Saleh is the acting president of Afghanistan.
این بسیار مهم نیست که یک گروه شورشی بیاید یک تعمیر اشغال بکنه، یک قصر اشغال بکنه و به این معنی باشه که اونا فاتحه هستن و اونا یک حکومت هستن.
It doesn't necessarily mean that a terrorist group can come in, take over a building and declare their own government and for them to be stated as a government.
در این شک نیست که اکثریت خاک افغانستان به دست گروه طالبان، القاعده و داعش است.
There is no doubt that a large majority of the land in Afghanistan, territory in Afghanistan, is in the hands of the Taliban.
که اینها به یک گروه نیستند، ده ها و صدها شاخه هستند.
And they aren't one group either. They're divided into hundreds of branches.
ولی قانون با ما هست.
But the law is with us.
من نمیفهمم که دنیا از قانون دفاع میکنه یا از یک تعمیر.
I don't know if the world is defending a constitution or a building.
بناهن کابینه را که طالب ها اعلان کردن عملا یک کابینه تروریست است.
And therefore the cabinet that the Taliban have declared is an illegitimate cabinet and they are terrorists.
Yes.
و این گروهی که اعلان شده را حتی افرادی در بین از اینا هست که ایالات متحده آمریکا 5 میلیون دلار بالای از اونها مکافات گذاشته بود و در اواخر به 10 میلیون ارتقا پیدا کرد.
And these terrorist groups are a threat for the world that the United States had put a bounty on their head, $5 million, and now which they've increased to $10 million.
گروهی که تمام قوانین بین المللی را زیر پا کرده.
A terrorist group that has violated every international law there is.
حقوق زن و اطفال زیر پا کرده.
They have violated women's rights and children's rights.
روایتی که خودشان ایجاد کردن به نام اسلام هر آنچه که وحشت میشه بالای مردم افغانستان تطبیق میکنه.
The ideology of the Islam that they had in mind and the violence that they put on people that they state is put into their actions.
بناهن امرالله صالح فعلا به عنوان رئیس جمهور افغانستان در پنجشیر قرار دارد.
Therefore, as the president of Afghanistan, Amrullah Saleh is in Panjshir.
نیروهای مقاومت هم که قبلا ترتیب تنظیم شده بود تحت ریاست آقای احمد مسعود فرزند قهرمان ملی افغانستان.
And the resistance forces who is headed by the son of our national hero Ahmad Shah Massoud, his son Ahmad Massoud.
اونا در افغانستان قرار دارند.
And they are in Afghanistan.
So you're saying, I mean that's very, very big. So you're saying that he's very much there in Panjshir and he's fighting with the people of Panjshir. Now that's very, very significant. Let me ask you, sir, Ambassador, there were some reports that Tajikistan launched aerial attacks or gave some sort of help or support on Taliban in Panjshir. There were some speculative reports. Is there any truth to these reports?
من فکر میکنم که واقعیت حرفی است که گروه‌های تروریستی در پاکستان تربیت شدن.
I believe that the truth is that these terrorist groups are trained in Pakistan.
عملا قرارگاه‌هایشان در پاکستان بود.
Their safe havens, their camps are in Pakistan.
آمدن رئیس استخبارات پاکستان چند روز قبل در کابل مصداق این حرف ماست، واقعیت این حرف ماست.
A few days ago when the head of ISI came into Afghanistan, his coming is the truth of our words.
تیارات شکاری و تیارات جنگیشان پنجشیر بمبارد کرد.
Their air force bombarded Panjshir.
اونا به خاطر نقض هزین که خود را براعت بتن، اونا ادعا میکنن که تاجیکستان تیاراتش طالب ها را بمبارد کرده که این واقعیت نداره.
Therefore, to give them a loophole of getting away with everything, they claim that Tajikistan had sent aerial support to target the Taliban, which has no truth to it.
ما هلیکوپترهای در اختیار داریم فعلا در پنجشیر.
We have helicopters and everything in our presence in Panjshir.
هر وقت میتونیم که ساحات طالبا را بمبارد بکنیم و دشمن را سرکوب کنیم.
We can always fly them out and bombard in the areas that the Taliban are staying in.
Now, I want to ask you, do you think Pakistan played a role in the attack on Panjshir? Did Taliban use Pakistan help? Did Pakistan choppers go into Panjshir? Were drones used? Officially, what do you know and what can you share?
من فکر میکنم که این یک سوالی است که مثل ازی بگوییم که آفتاب وجود نداره.
I think this is a question that the way that we state is like if we say there is no sun that exists.
این تمام نیروهای طالب ها از پاکستان تعلیم و تربیت یافتند، با همکاری پاکستان در افغانستان آمدند.
All of these Taliban members are trained and equipped in Pakistan, and they came to Afghanistan from Pakistan.
دو روز قبل یکی از رهبران طالب ها افشا کرد که این کابینه را که بر ما رئیس استخبارات پاکستان ایجاد کرده، این سرنوشت ساز برای مردم افغانستان نیست.
2 days ago, a leader of the Taliban stated that the cabinet that the head of ISI of Pakistan had shared, it isn't for the good of the people.
شما این کابینه که ایجاد شده هیچ کدامش مردمان تخصصی نیست جز مردمان مذهبی.
The cabinet members that they've declared, no one is an expert in the fields that they are appointed as, and except for them just being religious in their point of views.
شما دو روز پیش در صفحات مجازی مشاهده کردین که وزیر خارجه پاکستان ملا برادر را به آغوش میکشه و برش تبریک میگوید.
You probably have seen in social media that 2 days ago the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Pakistan hugs Mullah Baradar and congratulates him for his new appointment.
بنان اکثریت قوات‌هایی که فعلا در دره پنجشیر داخل شده،
therefore a lot of the forces that have entered Panjshir Valley,
اکثریتش مربوط به تروریست‌ها هست.
A lot of them belong to terrorist organizations.
اونجا انسان‌های بیگناه را زیاد کشتن.
They have killed innocent civilians there.
و خانواده‌ها را کوچ اجباری دادن.
And they forcefully made the families flee Panjshir.
ما باور دارم که این کار طالبا کرده میتونن.
I believe that the Taliban could do this.
ولی قلب مردم نمیتونن که تسخیر بکنن و اشغال بکنن.
But they can't win over the hearts of the people.
و این مقاومت تنها به پنجشیر خلاصه نمیشه.
And this resistance won't end up just in Panjshir.
ما در تلاش هستیم که شورای مقاومت ملی افغانستان به وجود بیاید.
We are in works of creating the National Resistance Council of Afghanistan.
تمام شخصیت ها در محور مقاومت پنجشیر جمع شوند.
And all of these big political figures to come around in Panjshir.
و اینها به سراسر افغانستان مقاومت را ایجاد بکنند.
And for them to start their resistance forces all across Afghanistan.
و شما شاهد این حرف ما در زمان بسیار کمتر خواهد باشید.
And you will see the actions to my words in a very short amount of time.
I have two questions for you, two last questions. My second last question is, what is your message to Pakistan? What is your message to Pakistan? Because there are reports that Pakistan has been helping Taliban hunt down Amrullah Saleh and also Ahmad Masood. What is your message to Pakistan? Do you want to warn them?
مردم پاکستان با مردم افغانستان دوست و برادر هستند.
The people of Pakistan and the people of Afghanistan are like brothers and sisters.
ما دو کشور مسلمان هستیم.
We are two Islamic countries.
سرحدی که بین پاکستان و افغانستان است، ایره هیچ سیاستمدار، هیچ زمامدار نمیتونه که عوض بکنه.
The border that is in between Afghanistan and Pakistan, no political leader can ever destroy them.
و این برای نسل‌های بعدی ما این سرحد وجود می داشته باشه و نسل‌های بعدی ما با هم ارتباط می داشته باشه.
This border will exist for future generations to come and they will have relationships through these borders.
من از مردم پاکستان نهایت سپاسگزار هستم که مهاجرین افغان را در اونجا حرمت میکنن و احترام
I
میکنن.
thank the people of Pakistan for respecting the Afghan refugees that reside in Pakistan.
ولی سیاست نظامی پاکستان یک سیاست کاملا غلط است در قبال منطقه و در قبال افغانستان.
But the military politics of Pakistan is completely wrong in regards to the region and Afghanistan.
با تاسف که ملت پاکستان در این وحشتی که امروز در افغانستان توسط نظامیان پاکستان به وجود آمده نقش ندارند.
Unfortunately, the people of Pakistan have no involvement in the current state and situation that has erupted in Afghanistan.
من امیدوار هستم که سیاستمدارای پاکستان بدانند که با جنگ نمیشه که خود را تعمیل کرد و سیاست خود را تطبیق کرد.
But I hope that the politicians of Pakistan understand that with battles, they can't implement their policies.
اون کارهایی را که جنرال مشرف انجام داد امروز با تاسف که جنرال مشرف وجود نداره ولی تمام سیاست خام جنرال مشرف و سیاست نادرست جنرال مشرف در تاریخ ثبت شده.
General Musharraf does not exist anymore, but the bad politics that he had played are still impacting the world even in this day, and history, we could see it in history as well.
Okay, and my last question to you, Ambassador, is what is your request or what is your message to the one Indian government, second, the people of India? India has made it stand clear at UNSC that they want an inclusive government and that women and children must have a say in the future of Afghanistan. What is your message to the Indian government?
ما با تمام کشورها می‌خواهیم که روابط دوستانه و صمیمانه داشته باشیم.
We want to have a close and friendly relationship with all of the countries.
ولی خوشحال هستیم که دولت هندستان و مردم هندستان یک روابط نهایت صمیمی و دوستانه در طول تاریخ با مردم افغانستان.
But we are very delighted that the people of India and the government of India have always had a great and friendly relationship with the people and government of Afghanistan.
من امیدوار هستم که پروسه صلح را کشور هند و مردمان هند فشار وارد بکنن که تا یک پروسه صلح در افغانستان به وجود بیاید.
I hope that the people of India and the Indian government can put pressure that a peace process can take place.
و به خاطر به وجود آمدن یک نظام همشمول تلاش بکنن.
And that they work towards having an inclusive government in Afghanistan.
این بسیار مهم نیست که در اون نظام چند تا تاجیک باشه، چند تا پشتون باشه، چند تا هزاره و چند تا ازبک باشه، بلکه مهم است که عقاید مردم زیر فشار قرار نگیره.
It doesn't matter of how many Tajiks or Pashtuns or Uzbek or Hazaras have positions in that government. But what matters mostly is the ideologies and the thinking of the people to be respected.
به حقوق زنها احترام شود.
For there to be respect for women's
زنها
rights.
حق مشارکت را در تعیین سرنوشت خود داشته باشند.
For women to have the power to decide upon their own future.
یک نظام انتخابی به وجود بیاید که به اساس انتخاب زعیم کشور تعیین شود.
For there to be elections and for the leader of the country to be chosen through it.
آن وقت است که ما هم با دنیا زندگی میتونیم، هم با همسایه ها، هم با خود.
That is a time when we can live with the rest of the world, with the countries in the region and with ourselves.
اگه اینا تظاهرات زنها را با مرمی پاسخ بدن،
If they respond to the protests of the women with firing bullets,
زنهایی که نصف پیکر جامعه افغانستان را تشکیل میدن،
women who create half of the society of Afghanistan,
و اینها بگویند که ما زنها را در رده‌های بالا نمیپذیریم که کار بکنن،
and they don't accept the fact of women working in high governmental positions,
و اینها بخواهند که نظام تک قومی و تک فردی خود را داشته باشند،
and they want to have their own personal government with their personal tribe and everything in it.
و اینا بخواهند که تروریست‌ها را تعلیم و تربیت بدن و افغانستان یک تخته خیس برای تهدید برای هندستان، برای سایر همسایه‌ها و برای دنیا ایجاد بکنن.
And they want to create a safe haven of terrorist organizations in Afghanistan and create Afghanistan as a trampoline to threaten the world, India, and the rest of the region.
و زندگی صلح‌آمیز بین مردمان پاکستان و مردمان هندستان و مردمان افغانستان و سایر همسایگان خراب بسازند.
And to destroy the peace of the people in the region, such as Pakistan, India, and the rest of the region.
اینجا باید همه ما متحد شویم و در برابر این ایستاده شویم.
This is where we should all be united and stand up against them.
و نقش کشور هند در این راستا بسیار بزرگ
And the
است.
role that the country of India plays is very big.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Muhammad Zahir Akbar. Let me tell you, from the people of India, from the government here, the media here, I can tell you that you're getting immense support. And we at Republic TV will always stand behind the people of Afghanistan, not with terrorists. For us, it's clear. There is no good terror, bad terror. There is only one terror, and we condemn, and we will continue to fight Taliban terrorists. Thank you very much, Ambassador.
من تشکر میکنم از شما و از مردم هندستان.
I want to thank you and the people of India.
مردم هندستان را افغان ها دوست دارند.
The people of Afghanistan truly love the people of India.
هیچ وقت به ما تروریست تربیت نکردند.
They've never trained terrorists to send over to us.
هر همکاری را کردن همکاری انسانی برای افغانستان.
Every help that they've always given us has been humanitarian.
و باور دارم که نیات سایر همسایه هم چنین است.
I believe that the intentions of the people of the region and our neighbor are much the same.
ولی با تاسف که سیاستمدارا غلط بازی
But
میکنند.
unfortunately, the politicians are making bad moves.
آرزومند هستم که مردمان متحد شوند.
I hope that the people get united
بالای سیاست‌های غلط کشورهای خود فشار وارد بکنند
to put pressure on the bad policies and politics of their countries,
و زندگی صلح‌آمیز منطقه را بر هم نزنند.
to not destroy or interfere in the peaceful livelihood of the people in the region.
Thank you very much, Ambassador.